When you want to gather your longtime friends and family together, the first thing that comes to mind is a sumptuous feast that everyone will enjoy, while making the occasion truly special. Hello, fellow food trippers. Join us today for a lunch buffet at one of the most beautiful Vikings luxury buffet branches yet. Located at the Upper Ground B, Gateway Mall 2, Araneta City, Cubao, Quezon City. This is also the smallest Vikings branch, but don't let its size fool you, because here, dining is elevated with an elegant Japandi design, blending Japanese minimalism with Scandinavian warmth. Cozy, refined, and perfect for gatherings. We started our feast at the charcuterie station with deli meats, cheeses, and delightful appetizers like truffle mushroom frittata, Monte Cristo sandwiches, and salmon pinwheel. A light and delicious start. Then we moved to the Japanese station, a favorite among buffet lovers. Colorful sushi, fresh sashimi sliced on the spot, crispy tempura, okonomiyaki, chahan fried rice, pork gyoza, and wakame salad. A feast for both the eyes and the taste buds. Next up, the Chinese station. Classic dim sum, siomai, xiaopao, dumplings, and flavorful dishes like mapo tofu, sweet and sour fish, and long life noodles. Comfort food at its finest. For bold flavors, the Korean station offers yeongnyum chicken, spicy kimchi, haemul pajeon, and jeyuk Or spice things up at the Indian station with biryani rice, salmon head curry, chicken curry, masala chow chow, and crispy pakoras. At the grilling and carving stations, savor freshly grilled salmon, chicken, pork skin, and oysters. Meat lovers dig into roast turkey, Angus beef, and binusog na lechon, served with sauces like tri-peppercorn and truffle, best paired with truffle mashed potatoes, corn on the cob, and fresh salads. Craving Italian? Indulge in mac and cheese, aglio olio, chicken amatriciana, and pizzas like all-meat, 4-cheese, and garden pizza. Of course, Vikings proudly celebrates Filipino cuisine with dinuguan, beef caldereta, chicken pastel, ginatang tilapia, tinola, and a DIY palabok noodle station. And finally, the dessert station. From Filipino kakanin like pichi pichi, sapin sapin, and cassava cake, to bibingka and puto bumbong. Pair it with hot coffee or jasmine tea for a perfect ending. Wash it all down with refreshing juices, soft drinks, yogurt drinks, or imported beers. So if you're craving a luxurious buffet at affordable prices, make Vikings Gateway Mall 2 your next food destination, where you eat like a Viking and dine like a king.